Alright, so for this project you will need a pre-cut plastic canvas, and I bought this on Shopee. I will add the link of where I bought this pre-cut plastic canvas in the description box. And then you're gonna need also a yarn needle. So for this project we will not need any crochet hooks, and of course we will be using this yarn that I bought at Gawang Market a few years ago. So this one is, I don't really know what it's called, it's unlabeled. I bought it at Gawang Market, and we're gonna use 2 strands of this to embroider. Is that how you call it, or what you call it? But we're going to cover this plastic canvas with this kind of yarn. We also gonna need some lock. So if you're gonna use the magnetic button, you don't need to create a hole for the lock like what I did in here. I just placed it on top, so this one is easier to attach. But this one, it has a hole in here, so this one you will just attach it even though you have covered already with the yarn. So it's gonna go like this. This means we will need to create a hole so that the other lock will get through this hole. So this is going to be my front part of the canvas, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eyeball it and make sure that I add marker. Once you have created a hole, we are now going to weave in the ends. Of course, you're gonna need some D-rings. So if you haven't watched my previous video, I have showed you how to make this using the plastic canvas, of course the yarn needles and some yarns, and also you're gonna need some D-ring to add the strap. This is the chain straps that I bought. This is for a handbag, and you can attach this one. I'm going to show you later how I have created a hole. Okay, so after nyan, so make sure you have enough length, yung kaya nyo lang na i-weave in sa plastic canvas. So I chose this metal yarn needle because the plastic won't get through the hole, because this one is smaller than the plastic canvas that I have in my previous video. So I'm going to use 2 strands of this yarn. So if I see yarn online that is similar to this, I will add in the description box. So this is the texture of the yarn. It's soft and it's feathery, smooth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to weave it from left to right, just like what I showed you in my previous video. This time it's gonna be different, and I'm gonna follow the straight lines. So I'm gonna start from here, from where I can work the straight lines. So I already counted, and I am going to start working from here. And what I usually do is I tie this to secure both strands. But if it's too bulky, maybe I don't have to. so maybe I'll just leave it that way. So next is after inserting the yarn, just gonna put it on this side and then count 1 to 5. 1 2 3 4 5, and then I will Alright, so this is what it looks like once you finish the first column. That's how long it is, and I'm gonna show you how to change the, or I'm gonna show you how to weave in after you don't have any more yarns to weave in. So what I usually do is I weave in here into the last column that I did, to make sure that you go through the holes to cover both sides. There, so I'm on my second column. So for the second column, you should go through 1 2 3 4, and the fifth one would be the same as where you went through with the first column. So 1 2 3 4 5. So the difference between crocheting and doing this is that you have to insert the yarn into the yarn needle every time you run out of yarns to weave in. So this is the difference, and you have to cut off every time. And if you are going to do this for the first time, it's not going to be that easy. So I didn't tie it, because if I'm going to tie it, it's going to get bulky inside this after weaving in. So what I usually do is, this is the front side, so I'm weaving. I'm going to start from here. So this is actually the front side that I'm doing, and you can start from this corner here. So make sure that it's not loose. If it's loose, it's okay. You can cover it later on. So it's gonna come undone if you haven't weaved in properly, but it's okay. You can leave it like this, and then you can weave in while you're weaving the next set. So this is what I'm going to do. So I will leave a tail at the back, and I'm gonna count 4. 1 2 3 4, and this is where I'm going to start weaving again. There. sure to check the back, make sure it's also covering with this yarn. So this is what we're gonna keep on doing until we have covered everything. So on the third column, you can start from where you have finished the second one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the fifth, and you're gonna continue weaving in until you get to the third, fourth, and so on. So I'm gonna show you what to do next after that. Alright, so this is what it looks like after working 3 more columns. Alright, so this is what it looks like after working the center, and I've had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 columns. Now I'm gonna start working the this side.